Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Mr.
Hello.
Anand. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for asking and welcome back. It's been so long since I've met you and I've spoken to you.
Yeah,
Um,
it, yeah, it has been very long, and I think twice or thrice I tried to get your schedule, but I didn't find any spot there.
I was on a leave for a while, so maybe you checked in that in those in that time basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you hear me clearly? Can you see me clearly? Should we start?
Yes, I can hear you. I can see you.
Great. Did you go through the document for today?
Yeah, I've seen the topic.
It's globalization, and I'm really excited to talk to you about that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah. As well, I
I
am.
want to know your I want to know your perspectives. I want to know what you think about globalization. Okay. So obviously, my first question to you is, what images come to your mind when you first hear, like, listen to the word globalization?
Image that it is something which shows interdependence of individual to country or world. Okay,
Hmm.
and yeah,
Okay, that's nice. Do you think it only has to deal with particular countries? Who are the leaders in globalization in the world? What do you think?
leaders. I think we all are contributing for it. But if I talk about individual leaders, then yeah, the leader of this world who are like G then or these are the leader who are handling these things. But globalization means uh, each and every human being is participating in it right now, because we are consuming the product from all over world, and this is
Mhm.
also one thing which is showing our interdependence on the whole world.
That is true. But I think what you're talking about is individual globalization on an individual level, okay?
Yeah,
On an
yeah.
individual level. What I'm saying is on a country-wise level, because there are lots of countries that contribute much more than other countries. Now, a country in Africa may only contribute to globalization by exporting spices or by exporting some sort of mineral or cotton or something like that, right? And this is a
Mhm.
random example. But if you look at a country that is much more developed, they might export electronics, they might export services. Right? This is also a service, teaching English. Let's say another country is exporting their services to the world. So, according to that, who do you think, or which country do you think is leading in that contribution to globalization?
uh, I'm very weak at GK, but I think yeah, maybe country like India, China, or USA. These are big countries, and a lot of resources are available here. So these countries will be obviously leading globalization right now.
Yeah. So I also don't know the stats. I don't know the statistics of these situations, like at least globalization. But the one thing I do know is that, at least in my opinion, US, China, Japan, these are some of the countries that are leading in globalization by exporting a lot of their products. So in the
Hmm.
US, you'll find all of these companies that they're trying to break out, get into like as many countries as they can to make a profit, right? Because they have a good structure or they have a good product, right?
Yes.
So if you look at the difference, um, let's take our own experience in the country, okay? India. 20 years ago, the most famous car in India was Maruti 800.
Yeah.
Ambassador, Maruti 800, Fiat. But now
Yeah.
you look around, and in some parts of the country, you will also find Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Rolls Royce. And that is the best example of how globalization has taken over India, right? On a local, not on a local, but on a domestic scale, right?
Hmm.
So in that way, if you look at it, a lot of American companies have come in. Now, let's say I'm talking about globalization in American companies. Which companies come to your mind that are in India? that have come from the US, American brands.
Which companies? I
It could be
think
anything. It could be any product, any service.
so. I don't remember any product of USA right now. Mm,
Okay.
Like
So I think, yeah,
mhm.
go ahead.
No, yeah, you should mention.
Okay. So I think the biggest or the most famous ones are Coke,
Oh,
KFC, McDonald's,
yeah,
right?
McDonald's. Yeah, yeah.
These are companies that are making a lot of money by investing in India. They're hiring a lot of people over here, and people love their products. That's why it's successful over here,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
A
in
lot of
technology
American,
also.
exactly, a
Technology,
lot
they
of,
are leading like FB, Facebook, YouTube. These are companies which has been launched by America. So yeah,
yes,
these are the companies.
exactly. When you look at cars, Chevrolet, General Motors, these are cars that have been trusted and tried in US, just the way Maruti is in India. Everyone, like if I tell you, hey, do you mind buying a Maruti? Unless you want to buy a luxury car, I don't think anyone will have a problem with that brand because it's a trusted brand. We know we will always get value for money, we will always get quality, right?
Yes.
The same goes with Japan. Japan exports a lot of video games. They export what else? What else do they export?
Hmm. Mobile phone, I think electronic things,
Yes, electronics.
gadgets,
Sony is the biggest company to come out of Japan, right?
Japan. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So don't say Japan. Japan is the Hindi pronunciation. Okay.
Japan is
Jap-
English.
Japan. So we
Yeah,
just say J
Japan.
and Pan. Yeah,
Hmm.
Japan. Exactly.
Japan.
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
So
thank
just
you.
this is just to make sure that we don't include Hindi words in our English sentences. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Otherwise, I think you're doing brilliant. You're answering all these questions amazingly. So tell me what are the benefits and advantages and disadvantages of globalization.
Yeah, there are so many advantages. Like people are coming closer to each other. Everything is becoming like similar. People are looking similar now. They are dressing up similarly. Uh, Everything is looking like, even I think after some time, maybe that because of globalization, the culture of world will be one. Okay, that everybody will
Universal.
be, yeah, universal. Everybody will be, wearing same sort of dress. They'll be eating the same sort of food. Still they are eating, I mean, people are sitting in India, but they can uh, taste Japanese food by
Yeah.
going into Japanese restaurants. Okay, so these are the things uh, which is happening right now because of globalization. But the other thing is that it may be in future that we will lose lots of things, that we have our own heritage and culture, and because of globalization we can lose it. We have our own way of living and way of thinking. We will also lose it. Right now we are becoming so much globalized that we are adopting the culture of each other.
Hmm. Yeah, I think Indians love to adapt to like the American culture because if you look at it, I completely agree with your point about cultural. It's not destroying, but it's affecting a lot of our culture because let's say on a weekend you are free and you would like to go for a lunch or dinner with your family. Most of the younger generations would say let's go for a burger, let's go for a pizza, let's go for something like that, and that kind of hits our culture because nowadays no one wants to have khichdi or no one wants to have any of these
Mhm.
Indian dishes that were quite famous, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there are brands or restaurants that would shut down eventually, right?
Mhm.
And then we would lose our identity as Indians because now all we do is have American burgers, right? Or we wear American clothes like Zara and H&M. These are also
Yeah,
brands that have come into India.
yeah.
So it's possible, you are absolutely right, that because we are so curious about that culture and we want to, kind of adapt it or adopt it, yeah, adopt that culture, that we might forget our own identity, and that is
Mhm.
a disadvantage. Another disadvantage can be that there are some companies, I don't want to say names, but there might be some companies that exploit the resources of another country just to make money. Okay. So let's say a food brand or a clothing brand that has come from America might manufacture in India and then not pay the workers enough money, not
Yeah.
care about the pollution they are causing in their surrounding, right? Because
Hmm.
it's not somewhere they have to live, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, we have to repeat.
exactly. So that might cause destruction environmentally also, physically also. It might hurt the local population, right?
Hmm.
Just so they could make money and then send it back home. So that could be a very, very big disadvantage. Pollution in general, because even if clothes are being brought in from the US to India, like
Hmm.
India has white t-shirts. I don't think we need to import white t-shirts, right?
Yes. Mm.
So, like to fly them all the way here on a daily basis, I'm sure it must be consuming a lot of fuel and it's contributing to the greenhouse gases,
Right.
right?
Mm.
So we need to find a way to like sustainably or like responsibly, let globalization happen because it is a part of evolution. We need to do that to grow as an economy or as people, but also understand the effects of globalization so that we don't get blinded by it, right?
So, yeah, so do you think that one can stop, these changes? Like you told right now that we should adopt this globalization, but we
Mhm.
should also try to retain our own culture, our own, food or everything. So do you think that it is possible in this globalization period that we can retain our own heritage and culture of things?
So the thing is, with a country like India, it's really difficult to influence so many people at the same time, right? So what we can do is we can have a conversation about it and we can make sure that at least people around us are aware of this problem. I
Mhm.
obviously don't want to be the kind of person that says, oh, don't eat from that place, eat from this place. Don't buy that piece of, don't buy that t-shirt, buy t-shirt from this Indian brand, right? Don't get an Uber, get an Ola because, Uber is an American company and Ola is an Indian company. It's just that it's easy to let people know that, hey, just make sure that we are aware of our decisions, right?
Mhm.
Because eventually it's going to be a point where all the Indian brands are going to die. It's possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen. All the Indian brands die, and all the tastes that we have, like whether it's in clothing or music or food or even cars, we completely lose it. And then technically we'll go back to an era where we are owned by a country. Not like legally, but then what will be the difference between India and America? Just like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I
So
got it.
being
I got it.
aware of our decisions is really important, which is all I'm trying to talk about.
Anyway, the survey says that after 50 years, maybe that whole world will look alike. There will be no difference between American, Britishers, or Japanese, Chinese. Okay, everything is going to be alike because we will be eating same food. We will be using same technology. We will be doing same sort of activity. Like right now in India, we don't had a trend like we used to go to restaurant or bars on weekend. But right now, youngsters are going there. Okay, they are doing party and so many things. You already mentioned earlier that they are eating pizza and burgers, at weekend time. Even we are deciding when what to eat today. Okay,
Mhm.
but before we were just doing things according to our own. Yeah, we had our own food menu. uh,
Yes,
yeah, but right now we are thinking too much,
we are
even for
getting
food.
influenced by these things.
Yeah, these things.
Yeah. Okay. Now comes a really important question. Okay. Um, in terms of globalization, how do you think the internet has helped?
I think internet has made it 10 times faster than it was before. Yeah,
10
10
times.
times.
I
No,
personally think it's 1,000 times.
no, sorry, not 10 times. Yeah, you are right, 1,000 times. Okay.
Mhm.
And because of internet, it is becoming, it is going so fast that it is looking like it is now out of control. Nobody can control it. And it is a part of
Exactly.
now this world. And we will have to evolve throughout this if we want to survive here. Okay. So yeah, it's just looking like this. So yeah, I think so that you are right, 1,000 times.
Let's do disadvantages and advantages of internet as well. Okay. Let's say you're a company in India. that is quite famous. Okay.
Mhm.
Can you think of a product that you would like to sell?
I'm internet company, right?
No, any product. Just try to think of an example.
Like I would like to, sell software.
Okay, so you're a software company in India, okay,
Mm.
and you want to expand and try to service the people who are in the UK and the US, right?
Mm.
How would
Mhm.
you use the internet to do that?
I think right now I will have to take help of advertisement. I will do advertisement in UK and US about my product, and as well as I will have to, bring some representative in those countries that can work
Mhm.
for selling my product.
Okay, so you'll hire someone to do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
To take care of your expansion, to make
Mm.
sure that the people in those countries can see that your brand exists and that you're
Exist. Yeah.
providing a really good service,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
That's great. I think the difference between the olden times and now is that obviously there were no software companies back then, but let's say we're talking about traditional products like jewelry or spices, right?
Mm.
Masala, like Americans and Britishers are crazy for Indian spices. So let's go with
Spices.
something traditional. Okay.
Mm.
Let's say you are a company that sells spices and you want to go abroad and you want to expand your business and let these people know that they can use your products.
Mm.
You back then, the way to expand was to physically take your products, go to a city in that country, any specific city. You'd have to open books and research which city needs your product, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't just randomly go to a city, because what if they don't like it? Then
Right.
it
Right.
it will take a huge toll on your financial health also, right? You would have to open books, you would have to physically do the research and then decide where
Yes.
to go. You'd have to travel from country to state to state or city to city, whether it's in car or bus or train, whatever facilities are available. I think with the internet, the difference is, and yeah, about selling also, even selling the product, you would have to go from house to house or go
House
to
to house.
other, companies saying, hey, why don't you keep my product over here? Your this crowd will like it, right?
Mhm.
After that, make sure that you communicate through phone about the sales, about what to do next, how to grow more.